Hello to the Alberta landlord community members. My name is Brett. I'm here again with a Calgary market update for our community members that find themselves trading in the Calgary market area. So what I'm going to do here is quickly share my screen with you so I can take you through some of the data points that we've got for the Calgary market in the spring. So let me quickly jump into our market snapshot, and this will tell you what's happening in the sales market. And generally speaking, the rental market mirrors what you're seeing in the sales market, but just not quite as pronounced. So it seems as though it might be a bit counterintuitive that large transaction values, such as buying a house, could swing faster than rental rates. But because rental rates are in year-long increments, they just don't move and sway as much as prices do, but the general trends are certainly there. So if you've got a hot resale market, you can generally expect a hot rental market to follow shortly thereafter. And the resale market is hot in Calgary. There's no doubt about that. Looking here, you can see our total residential price is now crested $500,000. It is up over 17% from where it was this time last year. In 2021 was certainly a better year for us than 2020 and 2019. And a couple key takeaways here that we're looking at. I mean, the detached price now is up 20% from where it was last year. So for those landlords, most of us would be in detached rentals. If you've got suited property or small apartment buildings, you would find yourself in the detached space. And so you certainly would have seen a bump in values from where you would have been last year. But the other asset classes are not that much further behind with respect to semi-detached and the row pricing. And so this is a segment, or these are both segments of the market that I think provide great value to people that are looking to get into the rental market and not pay these huge, crazy prices. So you can still get into a high quality half duplex under 500 grand. You can still get a solid townhouse for under 350 right now that will be very attractive to a very stable type of tenancy situation, lower vacancies in there. The cash flow generally isn't quite as good, but you can certainly expect lower vacancies and easier management. And then buckle up for this equity increase that we're seeing here as prices will start to move up with this even further as we head into the balance of the year. And then lastly, even apartments, condo apartments are starting to go up now too. We're seeing healthy single-digit growth rates compared to where we were before, which is a good sign. We had a couple condos that we were managing for owners that found themselves being accidental landlords. They couldn't sell their condos during the downturn of our market. And then now as the market has improved, they've brought their units to market and they are selling through and being able to do that. So if you find yourself in that basket where you may have a condo apartment that you would like to move on from, you could start to look at that this spring as the numbers are certainly improving. Now, a couple of things to take note about this to watch for, and this one is the new listings. So we're now starting to see the new listings creep up as we enter into our traditional spring market, which will run from April through till early July or so. Then the market takes a little bit of a break for August and early into September as we go back to school. And then the latter half of September and into October, we normally see a bump again until we calm down again for Christmas. So we are seeing listings come up now, but I do feel that the pace of sales being up 41% compared to the pace of new listings is going to mean we're going to see continued price growth inside of our market. So let's keep watching for that, although I don't think it's going to be as crazy as it was in the beginning part of our year with dozens of offers on every listing that looked even moderately affordable. So the good news here, we've got a very healthy market. It's likely to continue. If you don't have to sell, you don't need to. If you want to sell, it's a great time to do so. And obviously, we would love to help you in the event that you choose to market and sell a property this year. So let's look now at the, let me find it for you here, a little bit of news on the rental market here. So it doesn't very often make it to the press, but there is a bit here. And we're seeing rental markets falling vacancy even as more units are added. So this was from early March here, but you can see they didn't even use a different picture. They used the same picture. But a month later, here on the 24th of March, the vacancy rate remains stable despite having a lot of empty units on our market or within our market right now, which can still be a bit of a hangover from the pandemic times, when tenants just weren't sure if they were staying or they were going. Landlords choose to sell their units or aren't sure if they should raise their rents or how to go about it. You can get a little bit of vacancy there. But we've got a very robust occupancy rate right now, and the vacancy rate is remaining stable here in Calgary, which I think is a good sign as we head into our spring market for the rental season too. So that hopefully, we've got a good solid demand for rentals, and we can start to see the rental rates come up in line with the pricing that we're seeing. So that is more or less it, guys, for our market update here for April. If you've got any questions about your specific property, please feel free to reach out to Dawn or myself or Deirdre, and we can go and get you the information that you need to make an informed decision on whether or not it's the right time for you to sell your property. If you're fed up with management and are looking for some help managing, we can of course help you with that too through Greenleaf Property Management, whom we are happy to sponsor the Alberta landlord community by way of our management entity. So thank you very much for watching. If you've got any specific questions, don't be afraid to ask. Thanks very much.